And joining me now to discuss more about John Brennen's confirmation and the controversial issue of drone strikes is McCarter, Washington correspondent at Homeland Security Today. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
John Brennen appeared to be on the defensive during today's hearing, although he has spent much of his career at the CIA. Some don't seem convinced that he's right for the job, or they're acting like he's not right for the job.
Well, I think that there's going to be a lot of hay made out of things that are kind of settled issues. You know, for example, waterboarding that many lawmakers were very strongly against. The CIA has said that they're not going to do that anymore. Brennen today vowed that that would never happen while he was director of the CIA. But they still, you know, kind of want to score some points on that issue to make sure that, you know, it's definitely dead.
You know, you have the waterboarding, you have the drone program. Have these programs been successful when you consider some of the civilian casualties and all the flack that these two things are getting right now?
Well, it's interesting, you know, in that today, as you were just reporting, you know, Brennen had previously seemed poised to say that they were successful programs in the past. And then today, he was like, I don't know that we gained any valuable information, you know, out of waterboarding. Drones, that's another story. Obviously, the administration feels that that's a very successful program carried over from the Bush administration, and they intend to keep on using it. Now, what he did say was that he would like to put it a little bit more in the open, define a little bit better under what conditions the United States would use these drone attacks, and also, you know, a little bit of more publicly follow up whenever there's collateral damage that's unintended.
Because there was this Justice Department memo that came out this week, and now you have a lot of American people, and you also have a lot of Obama supporters questioning it.
It's true, and you know, that whole thing, you know, we have to point to the case of Anwar al-Awlaki, who was an American in Yemen who became sort of the director of external affairs for, you know, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula there. And the Obama administration was very interested in stopping him because Al-Qaeda saw him as a powerful voice to the West. He was born here in the United States. He could speak English very well. He did a lot of effective propaganda for the organization. And the White House was very interested in targeting him and killing him. And that's how this whole justification for killing of Americans came up.
Let's touch base on Iran and their claims that they have this drone and they're going to turn it around and use it against the U.S. Is that something that we need to be concerned about, and seeing that they may have technology? What does this say to the rest of the world?
Well, it seems extremely unlikely that they'd be able to reverse engineer that drone. It's probably light years beyond what they were capable of doing. It is interesting that they showed some video that they said that they took from it recently. You know, those things tend to fail more because of operator error or weather conditions rather than being shot down. So I think the administration has planned, and they have contingencies for this sort of thing, and I don't really think it represents a big threat.
Okay, McCarter, thank you so much for your insight this evening.
You're welcome, Elaine. Thank you.